carrot that represents personal health in the earth. My name is Ryan, and today I'm here to share with you from our men's core cutting system, our crop haircut. This is Scott. He's going to be my model today. We're losing quite a bit of length, as you can see, but we're going to go to a little bit longer version of the crop. We're not going to go quite as short because we want to use them again in the future. So right now I'm going to go through a little bit of what we're going to do today. We're going to start today in our black zone first, and we're going to divide that into 3 sections, and then we're going to work into our black to green zone. Then we're going to start green to red and work our way around the head, from the red to the blue and back to the red. So just to give you a little cliff note of where we're going. So we're going to go ahead and get some of our Trinity Protein Tonic into Scott's hair. It's a great cutting lotion. It also has our amaranth proteins in it, which will help strengthen his hair from within, and also is great to protect against color fadage. Going to work with getting him all coming back, and right where your comb leaves the head, if you can see, there we go. Right here is where the start of the black zone is. So we're going to go ahead and get that sectioned out. And we're going to be working in our black zone in 3 sections. I'm going to adjust this light really fast so you guys can see better. There we go. So we're going to be working right in our black zone. Be careful that we're not going to go too far below our black zone, below the ridge, because we do not want to create any flatness in the hair. So we're going to be working in 3 sections with our surface razor. This is going to establish our length that we're going to be working with throughout our whole haircut. So make sure with your first section that we're working in a section no longer than the width of your blade. So you can see that we're right on track. We're going to be working with our shattering technique with our razor today. And I'm just going to double check where I want my length to fall, because I don't want to go too short, but I want to make sure I have enough movement. So just make sure you are content. I always say, measure twice, cut once. So we're going to put the spine of our razor against our hair, turn the razor around, and we're just going to shatter gently up. And I'm going to take that back, right behind, working in the center of our black section. I'm going to turn forward so you can see me a little bit better now. And in section 2, you can see right there, our guy goes, bind the razor to the hair, and shatter to the sky. One more section in the center of our black zone. And it's very important that when you are doing this technique as you're shattering, to keep the razor moving in light strokes. It helps to make sure that you don't end up with any hard lines, because we're working with a razor, so everything just kind of feathers in. So now we're going to be working, we're going 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to go over to the left side of our black zone, shattering up towards the sky. Second section, shattering up towards the sky. And then our very back corner. Be careful not to go too deep. And again, as you're working in your black zone, make sure that you're just staying within the width of your razor. That's very important. And I hope you are all as excited as I am to see the new Scott that's going to come out from underneath all this when we're done. So now, as you can see, we've established our length in our black zone. We've got a lot of movement up here. I could go a little bit, I could go shorter, but right now I'm going to keep it a little longer, because we did discuss, me and Scott, that we were going to stay a little bit longer on this version. So you want to be very careful as we get combining our black and green zones, that we're very cautious in the direction that we're going as we move forward, because we're going to work in parallel sections now, and Scott's hair automatically kind of goes to the left, so we want to work with that, being sure that we don't go too deep. We are going to start in 3 parallel sections, working out to our ridge line. So our first section comes up. Have Scott, can you keep your head down? You can see we're working in a parallel section. with our black section going to our green, we're working in parallel section. All right, put your head right back up for me. And now we're going to go and we're going to shatter our line right where our guide starts. We're going to shatter out in a nice swooping motion. So here we go. Guide falls out, shatter, 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 shatter. Hair goes away. And as Wayne would say, pick it behind your neighbor's chair so your guests can't see it. And then there'll be no worries. So we go into our next section. There's our guide right there. It's going to fall out. So we're going to shatter, 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 shatter our way out. As you can see, we're really starting to get that movement in here. You can really see where we're going. And here's our third diagonal. Being very sure and conscious that you don't go below the parallel ridge, because we need to make sure that we maintain balance through this haircut. Shattering that out. And you can start to get a feel of where we're going. So as we get that moved around, what we're going to be working with now is this. We went from the black to the green zone. We're going to be combining our red zone with our green zone. So I'm going to spin him this, so I'm trying to figure out what's the best way for you guys to see. It actually is this way. So what's going to happen now is we want to be very careful as we start to combine that we don't go too deep. We're going to be working with our knuckles to the head. And this is where we're going to be working. We want to maintain our length in this corner. We want to keep it nice and square. We don't want to round it. If we round this, it's going to jump back in, and it's going to end up with that round shape. And with men, you really want to keep that nice, bold, square line. So as we come in, your knuckles are to the head. You just see my guide just jump with his curl. So my guide's right here, and I'm going to be shattering towards the hair, right down towards his hairline. We are going to grab our next little section that we left, the very bottom of our red zone, and we're going to shatter, 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 shatter down. As you can see, we're creating a lot of movement. So we're going to go right behind our first zone, our first section in the red zone. We're going to do the same thing again, keeping knuckles to the head, being nice and smooth out, fingers in. There's that guide, and we're going to shatter, 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 shatter. And you can do this. Since we're working such long hair, we're going to work in twos. So I got the top one down, now I'm at the bottom of the red zone, shattering that down, creating a lot of nice movement. Now as you get to the back of the ear, same as you would in our core cutting system, just be very conscious of right here on your red zone that there is not the amount of density of hair that we're used to. So you don't want to go, you just want to be conscious of how much you're removing at that point. So again, we're going on knuckles to the head, guides there, and we are going to shatter, 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 shatter down. And finish off this last little tail. Now what's going to happen is we move into this next section. We're working in a pinwheel style. We're going to be starting to grab a little bit of our black zone. So it's keeping everything smooth over to the other side. Picking up again. Finding our guide from the top. We're going to work this in two sections, keeping our knuckles to the head. Razor goes in, shatter, 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 shatter down. Grab your next section. We're going to be making a C motion now as we go down. So as we go down, we've got our guide from the top. We're going to be seeing our fingers in and bringing the hair towards the scalp. So you're going to be moving in a C motion, just like this as you razor down. That will help to maintain a little bit of length as you get down to the hairline. With curlier hair, you never know which direction it's going to jump, so we want to be able to have a little bit more fun with that. And Scott wanted to have a little bit more movement around here, so I want to make sure we maintain that for him. So we're going to continue working around. Again, getting our guide from our black zone, working in a 90-degree angle, see our guide fall out, shatter, shatter, shatter down. Working in that C motion, picking up again, and we're going to shatter right into the head, and shatter in one more time. You can see the movement that we're getting. A lot of fun here. Getting ready to hit the center back. Guide falls out, shattering in. C motion. Make sure you keep your clean partings. You really want to make sure you stay focused on your partings. Sorry, Scott. So, moving around so you can see well. Knuckles to the head, shattering, and a C motion in. Here we go again. We're going to finish that in, shattering it right into the neckline. Don't worry about being meticulous as you come around here in the neckline. We're going to come back in with our 7-inch shear. We're going to clean all it up and make a nice strong line. So, for all you blenders, say no. So here we go again. Pulling out, clean section. Working from our black zone to our blue zone. Shatter, 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 shatter. Picking up, working in our C motion in the bottom, so we're working with the shape of the head. Seeing that in. One more, here we go. And it's very important that as you're cutting, especially with your male guests, that you don't have their head back like this or back like that. Just have it in the natural position, because the skin in the back of the head tightens and flexes. So you will see that in your haircut if you're not conscious of that. Again, we're working around the head. I'm almost to that part of the red zone again, where the hair jumps a little bit, so where you don't have as much here. So we just want to be very conscientious of the very back corner of the ear of our red zone, where it meets our blue zone. Shattering down, grabbing that neck section, doing a C motion in, C, 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 C. You can see all this nice movement back here. I'm going to grab our guide at the top, change this part line just a hair, because we really want it over, so it's going to still be good. Alright. So I'm picking up my section just at the tip of the ear. My guide's here. From my green zone going into the red, we're going to shatter down, picking up again. Going to just shatter that in, being conscious of our length that we've chose. Again, working with clean partings, very crucial. Find that guide, shatter down, pick up that bottom, shatter it in a C motion, bring that right into the ear. One more section as we work our way around. Guide falls out, shatter in, shatter in. One more shatter at the very bottom here, and we have now got Scott into more of our longer crop. Feeling good so far? It's got a lot more movement. I just want to get a little bit more protein tonic in here as I continue to work around. I like to make sure that I have the same consistency of dampness throughout my haircut as I work. Now we're going to go through and work around our perimeter. We're going to be working with our new 7-inch shear swivel. You're going to have a lot of fun with this. We're going to be working, creating space. Because space creates what? Creates the lift. So we'll be opening him up just a little bit behind his ear, because I still want to have a little bit of this long feeling, but when his glasses are on and stuff, I want to have a little opening. I want to really open this up for him. So we're going to push this back a little bit. I'm going to take my swivel in. You're going to be able to see that we can come down now. We can just get right in here and just gently clean this out. Really nice. And you're going to love the way this feels. You can get in there and just clean that up, create a little bit of movement, a little bit of air. You can also come in here using our comb as our guide. Come in, protect his ear, bring our blade down, and we're just going to clean up this right here in front of his ear so he has a nice clean sideburn. So you can see as he pushes this away, it's a very nice tailored burn, or he can take this down and he has a lot of movement too, so it gives a little bit of versatility in our crop. So the nice thing about our crop haircut in our men's collection is that there is freedom to make versatilities in length. You can take it a lot shorter, or you can keep it in middle length like I chose to with Scott, and it's working well. So again, I'm going to take my 7-inch shear, rotate in, tap, 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 tap. I'm keeping it moving. I'm fluttering my finger as I go down. Just want to really open up right at his hairline, right behind his eye, opening that space up. Again, I'm going to take my comb, move everything back, protect his ear, come in with my blade, just clean up really nicely here so when he does push his hair away, he has a really nice clean look. So again, on this side, he's very nice, clean and open. He's got a lot of movement, loving it. So as I spin him around, there's two things we can look at as we look at the back of his neck. If he had a really, really wide neck, we're working with parallel lines, you'd want to take those in a little bit inward to narrow his neck so it wouldn't be so wide. But he's got a really nice head shape. So all I really want to do is clean up a little bit of these flares on each side, so you can take your comb and move away what you don't want to see. Bring this in, and with your comb and your shear, coming in gently using the teeth of your comb, thumb, forefinger in, bring out and cut on the back side of your comb, and you create a really nice, strong shape and line right behind that ear. Just gets rid of all that play that you see from the front. Again, come from this side so you can see better. Thumb, finger, pivots, gives you nice movement with the comb. Come in and under. It'll allow me to pull anything up that I can see that I want to make a strong line on. Come right in. Comb protecting the ear. If we're going really short, you could go right in here. You could just pull the ear back and you could cut. You could bring your shear down. This is where the swivel comes in. You get in really nice and clean. But I'm choosing to leave his neckline a little bit longer for a little bit more movement. I'm liking what I see so far. I really like his movement. What we're going to do now, what we have been doing with our new men's products, we're going to use a little bit to clean up his neck. We're going to use our new men's shave cream. It is great for exfoliating. It's also great for an in-salon treatment for your guests, just to really make sure you get their neck nice and clean. The great thing about our shave cream is with the coconut oils, really helps to exfoliate the skin. So you can really get in here, and this is a great way to introduce this product to your male guests in the salon. Also, if you have female guests that wear their hair short, this works well for them as well. So we're just going to go in, gently place our blade against, and we're just going to clean up any extra things that are around the neckline and make sure it's just nice and smooth. It's the little things that mean everything. So this will really help your retail ability too, because it gives you another reason to get in there and talk about the new men's product line. So we got that nice and cleaned up for him. What we can work with now is personalization. With our men's cutting system, we do a couple different techniques that we've done throughout our core system. But you could do, for instance, through his side panel here, he's got a little bit more weight here than I would like to see. You could go in with your blenders if you wanted to. You could go in with your blending shears, and you could shatter. You're going to flutter really well. I'm going to choose to go in with my razor, and I'm going to choose to go in a diagonal because I want to weave out some more weight for him so he can get a little bit more flow. So we're going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Twist our blade slightly down, shatter. All it does is take out the back side of this, so it's eliminating a little bit more weight because we want to have a little bit more movement in here. So feel free to use your personalization skills at this now that you've got the core principles of the haircut in to where we need them. So you can see there's a lot more movement in there. Really happy with the flow of everything. He can go have a really long swoop to the right if you wanted to, or we can take it to the left. I'm going to take a little bit more with my shear and open up this just a hair more. Feel like his bang area could be a little bit brighter because he does wear glasses, so we want to make sure that nothing's going to be in his way. You have two ways you can do this too. You could go in with your shear, or with your razor, and you could shatter the front and bring that around. I want to make it a really nice, soft, clean line. So I'm going to go in, bring my swivel down, connect right at my line, flutter, just slightly flutter my thumb if I can speak, down and through, and just take a little bit more of that edge off and just open it up just a little bit more for him. So, and then I would finish him off with our men's styling mud, and away we go. And again, this is our crop for my men's cutting core cutting system. What I did with Scott is I started in our black zone. I broke it into 3 sections. I then pushed that off forward, and in our green zone, I directionally pushed the hair to which direction I went. With him, I went to the left. We broke that into 3 diagonal sections and shattered those out. Then we combined them knuckles to the head, green to red, brought that down in 2 sections and blended it in a C formation, worked all the way around the head into our black, blue, and red zones, brought that all the way around, came back through, added some internal personalization, and this is Scott, our crop haircut. Again, Surface is salon exclusive hair care that represents personal health in the ear. My name's Ryan. I'll see you later.